Hello. After some heavily researched consumer-focused testing, we at Square Enix have determined Sora to be a bad protagonist, and thus, I am now his replacement. I look forward to working with you on this wild and crazy adventure.
You stole my game, you stole my game.
Folks, we could be here a while, so let's start the video, shall we?
Kingdom Hearts. Funny?
Yes.
Now that's comedy.
Well, here we are. The second game in the Kingdom Hearts series. You do realize that this isn't the second game, right? So anyway, Kingdom Hearts 2 was released on the PlayStation 2 in 2005. Okay. But let's go back to the beginning, where instead of Sora, our protagonist, we have this dude.
Who are you?
His name is Roxas, and he's a 90s boy band member who lives in Twilight Town, where we first see him dreaming about Sora. No, I'm not rephrasing that.
Why?
He meets up with the other 90s kids, Hayna, Olette, and Pence.
They're gone. Are gone.
Oh gee, I wonder what it could be. Our photos? Our fashion sense? Our vegetable lasagna? Who knows? I, for one, however, would never edit this to say something lewd and naughty.
Oh yeah?
The group gets blamed for the missing blanks and confronts the other group that's spreading the rumors about them. And of course, we fight them with giant blue umbrellas.
Yeah.
So we win, and Pence takes a photo which gets snapped up by this creepy thing. Wait a minute. This is still a kid's game, right? Roxas's umbrella somehow turns into a keyblade. You know, the thing that only Sora can wield?
Oh yes.
He proceeds to destroy the creep to reclaim all the photos it stole. And it turns out that all of the photos were of Roxas.
Wouldn't it be weird if the thief wanted to steal the real Roxas or something?
Oh, I'm sure no one would want to do that. Right?
Oh, thanks.
But then all of a sudden, we see glitches in the form of a summary of Kingdom Hearts 1 from that YouTuber RamZaes, mixed in with the ominous text of restoration. Well, no matter, because it's time for the best vehicle in the game. A skateboard! Whee!
Oh, that's great.
We find out that these four are on their summer vacation and want to go to the beach the next day. But to enjoy that, they need some money. And no, that's not misspelled.
Oh yeah?
The game now offers us a few mini jobs to do so that we can earn some money. Gee, you're no fun.
Are you kidding me?
But all of them are horrible compared to the mail delivery system. Alright everyone, thank you. I'm speedrunner RamZaes, and welcome to my awesome speedrun of Mail Run. First off, you do this, you press triangle and then you go down and then, Complete! I really would love to know in the comments if anyone could beat my record. Now with that big stack of money, we go to the station. Okay, so I know I'm like the guy who wants a rhythm game of every franchise. But instead of this, I want this! A Tony Hawk Pro Skater Kingdom Hearts game. It's just so fun!
Really?
But then, all of a sudden, some hooded person grabs Roxas, stealing his ticket, meaning the group misses out on going to the beach, which disappoints them all. The strange thing, however, is that none of the others noticed this.
There was no guy.
Huh? But he...
After some more dreams about Sora, Roxas goes outside to see the world.
Frozen question mark.
This girl here is named Namine, and she, just froze time to meet him, then, just leaves. Oh, okay then.
That's unacceptable.
Roxas goes chasing after her, but gets targeted by those things from earlier. And just as he's about to be whacked, it transitions into a tutorial dream world from Kingdom Hearts 1, but instead of princesses, it's Sora.
Wait, really?
And in a similar manner to KH1, but with more tying up, he defeats a boss with the Keyblade again.
Keyblade.
And then gets transported back to the real world. But anyway, enough of that mumbo jumbo.
Oh.
It's time for the climax of Roxas's vacation, a tournament called the Struggle. No, I didn't make that up, that's its name.
You what?
At the tournament, Roxas does pretty well until those things turn up again, but then time freezes.
Again?
And this red-headed dude appears, who somehow knows Roxas, and wants to kidnap him. But then this other dude comes in and is like, no, don't listen to his lies. Well, that's the summary version. Here's what they actually said.
Roxas! Roxas! Roxas!
What the hell is that?
You really gotta feel sorry for the poor boy being put through all this nonsense. Anyway, time starts again and we are in the finals, which we win easily without doing any underhanded methods. Oh yes, nothing of the sort.
Why are you running?
The four then celebrate by sitting dangerously upon a clock tower when, what do you know, Roxas falls off while we see... Wait, is that Kairi?
What?
So Kairi mentions how she misses going to that island, hanging out with that Riku kid and some other guy she can't seem to remember, but then all of a sudden she collapses and has a conversation with Roxas, who knows who she is from Sora's memories, but then Sora's voice comes in and is like,
Starts with an S.
you know, you could have just said your name to save everyone's time, Sora.
Right? Sora?
Well, okay, she's smarter than most other video game characters.
That is correct.
So Kairi is happy, but Roxas is kinda dead. Oh no, wait, he's fine because falling off a building can do no damage to that awesome 90s fashion.
Whoa, no way.
Anyway, the days of summer are almost over, and the group decide to go to this other area where there are rumored 7 wonders of the town or something silly like that, which they want to write their school report on. Well, we get there and mess around for a bit till the second last wonder, a magical ghost train that has no one on board. And wait, is that it? It's the train. Hey, look everyone, it's the train.
I don't believe it.
Let's go in. What?
You'll get hurt.
Huh?
The train will be arriving shortly.
Oh boy, why is this game so good?
That is correct.
After Roxas freaks out everyone, Pence decides to show him the final wonder of the town at the mansion near where he saw those creeps. That if you look into one of the windows, you can see a blonde girl.
It's a girl.
And yes, you know the drill, Roxas sees her but no one else does. And then he gets transported inside where we see a white room with drawings of different people from the series.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Here Roxas meets Namine, that blonde girl, who explains a few things, and well, I might as well try myself. Okay, so here we go. Roxas is Sora's nobody.
What?
So when a person turns into a heartless due to some evil in their heart, they turn into these waddling things. But they leave behind an empty hollow shell called a nobody, i.e. these creepy things. However, some can be more powerful, like in the case with Roxas. Now he was part of this group called Organization 13, who are these hooded people. They are all nobodies who by nature don't feel anything. These ones are different in that they want to feel things, be human and so on. Now due to the events of another game, they capture Sora and force him to lose his memories. Sora, however, turned into a heartless before, thus creating a nobody called Roxas. Now Roxas was best friends with this red-headed dude called Axel, who was the guy who tried to get Roxas to remember him while, you know, kidnapping him for the organization. Now there's this other guy called Diz, who had captured Roxas, the real one, and along with the villain from Kingdom Hearts 1,
And Sam?
had created a virtual world in Twilight Town. Here Roxas, who had half of Sora's power and memories, would live a fake life while Namine worked to fix up Sora and get his memories back. So all of that opening fun stuff was a lie. All digital, all for Sora. Roxas was a nobody. I get it. So we saw this every day as the restoration of Sora's memories would grow, and Roxas would remember more of KH1, while the organization wanted their member back, all leading to a final point where the simulation starts to break down, with the gang not even noticing him anymore. He then somehow makes his way to the real mansion where he sees the machine used to create his fake world, and then a frozen Donald, Goofy, and then Sora, which causes him to remember everything. That he is Sora's nobody, that Sora is the rightful protagonist, and that he is just a small part of him.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Nope.
So Sora regroups with the team, although none of them seem to remember anything that happened, apart from a journal entry that says, "Thank Namine." And after that long and great opening, we see... I'm sorry, I can't take him seriously with that cape.
You like it?
We see Sora and Co arrive in town as they are trying to find King Mickey, because in turn that means that they can get closer to finding Riku.
Hey, did you finish up the summer homework yet?
Homework?
Oh yeah, Sora, like you don't even go to school anymore. Or are you too busy wielding a magic key?
Yes!
The group then tell him that King Mickey was at the train station and they head there.
Your face.
Some nobodies then attack them, but King Mickey goes, "Hey mate, you're pretty weak. See ya, lol."
Really?
The group then decides to board the train. Yes, that magic train that is very real, but the Twilight Town team somehow feel the urge to say goodbye to Sora, a person that they don't know, because he just feels familiar.
Hey, Sora? You sure we haven't met before?
Positive. Why do you ask?
I don't know.
That's it, nope, I can't take it. This dumb game is making me tear up. Roxas didn't deserve this.
You gonna cry?
Yes.
The train then takes us to the little tower area where we meet. Oh, Pete, you know, from the many Disney things.
Pete's been causing trouble for ages. Been causing trouble.
He tells us that he plans to work with Maleficent to spawn more Heartless to take over the world, yada yada. We easily win since he underestimates our power. And we then head to the top where we see this dude called Yen Sid.
You gotta be kidding me.
He's Mickey's master, so the dude that taught him how to fight. And he pretty much tells us what I said earlier about the Heartless and Nobodies, and that Organization 13 are the new baddies that we should watch out for. He, however, doesn't mention anything about Roxas because, I don't know, we need some more drama in this series.
Yes.
And well, a big new game means new clothes and also new blades, because in this game we got
drive forms.
I'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
After this, we have to travel to the worlds to find out what 13 is doing. But first, a pit stop at Hollow Bastion, the new base for those Final Fantasy characters we met in the first game. Running around the place though, we still see that there are plenty of Heartless and Nobodies, including Organization 13.
Organization 13!
Who taunt Sora because they know he has Roxas inside him, but he is still unaware of the whole thing.
Really?
That is correct.
Regardless, we go to the Disney worlds to find out what the baddies are doing, and first stop is the Mulan World. Oh no, wait, first, we have the Gummy Ship Editor. Beautiful.
Great.
It's now very different to the first game, where instead of an absolutely boring straight line, here it's an on-rails thing where it takes you on a trip through space while you shoot other ships, with the camera angles changing here and there. Now I know a lot of people like this one more, but I'm still so bored from the first game's one, I never could enjoy this to any great extent. Anyway, back at Mulan's, we find ourselves in the middle of the story, where she's trying to sneak into the all-male army.
Time we got some grub.
Hey, no cutting.
How could this happen?
Compare the pair.
Gotcha.
I also want to mention how, in the first game, you did feel like you were in the Disney worlds with the many areas, but here they go all out as you see so much more of the movie, and meet a lot more characters. Granted, this also means that there are way less voiced lines since there's so much more going on, but it's still great to see so much more of the movie. I mean, here it's very rare that you backtrack to the same area. And as for our trio, well, Goofy is Goofy.
Organization 13.
Donald actually sounds more understandable. And Sora, well, he's got a bit more edge now.
You gonna cry?
I like to imagine that this is all brought about by 90s Roxas being stuck in him.
Yeah.
So we learn that the organization seems to be trying to get the Disney heroes to give in to the darkness.
The darkness.
To turn into Heartless and create a nobody. But then on the other hand, you have Pete and Maleficent spawning more Heartless in the world, creating 3 different factions everywhere.
Great.
But anyway, we save the Emperor and open the keyhole to the next world, Beauty and the Beast.
It's huge.
Oh yeah?
As we now see the Beast gone crazy.
Don't mind if I do!
After 13 helped him give in to his dark side, and we gotta stop him.
Alright.
After stopping him from going nuts,
Nuts.
and a horrible NPC quest thing,
That was weird.
we then go back to Hollow Bastion to unlock,
Poo.
Way too fast.
and here he doesn't remember us at all, so the optional quest is to gather all his storybook pages to help restore the book. And I'll be honest, I never really did much of this in the game as I kind of forgot about finding the pages.
Why?
Then it's back to everyone's favorite world and mine for no reason,
Hot.
Hercules,
Games.
where we see Hades and Pete trying to overwhelm Hercules with monsters to get him to give in to the darkness.
The darkness.
But we, as the goody heroes, pitch in and help out, messing up both of their plans in the process. And oh yeah, fight a really cool boss as well. Well, cool in a relative sense.
Games.
And now we'll get into the gameplay a little bit more, because, for the most part, it's the same as the first game where you lock onto enemies, attack, dodge, roll, use your AI helpers to heal you, sometimes.
Cover for me, okay? Again?
But now you got the drive forms. So at certain times, this bar will fill up like the MP bar, and it fills up a lot quicker by attacking bosses or grabbing drive orbs. Now the way it works is that it removes either Donald, Goofy, or both of them from the party for a time, and Sora transforms into a crazy new form, giving you better stats and so on. Early game it's pretty simple to understand, but later on it can be a bit frustrating.
Well.
And then apart from that, you have way more triangle commands, or the spam the button during a boss battle feature, that offer more cinematic damaging moves and are all unique to bosses and worlds. And then finally I want to say, oh boy.
The combat.
The first game was good, but it just feels so much more fluid here, and actually enjoyable to move around some of the worlds. Anyway, after all that, there's one last thing I want to say, if it wasn't obvious already. I love Kingdom Hearts 2.
For real?
The story, while getting way more complex, still managed for me to get emotional at times, and the worlds are so much more fun to visit than in Kingdom Hearts 1. The gameplay has improved and the music as well. I don't know how they did it, but the music is even better than the last one. I would honestly count Kingdom Hearts 2 as one of my all-time favorite games. Anyway, after all that glowing praise, let's move on to the next world. And it's oh no!
No, it's very easy. Come on and just take a chance.
It's Atlantis, but a rhythm game. Look, I know I said every franchise needs a rhythm game, but not like this. Not like this.
Kinda cool, huh? You gonna cry?
That is correct.
Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, Sheik.